And understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Murray. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Now a give to Edmonds. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. And now it's 3rd down and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early. Touchdown! That's caught at the 2. Chase Edmonds, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Prater on to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Back to the air, it's Strebler. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And some room to roam now. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On play action, Strebler. And that is incomplete here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now Strebler. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Strebler. He'll get this off to Swift. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. It's just me and you. It's just me and 70 Ranger.
They'll go. Strebler. Going for the deep ball. And this one is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Throwing on first down is Murray. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a tick under a minute to go before half. Throwing on second and long. Murray flushed out right. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there on the keeper.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Murray. He'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On second down, this is Edmonds. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They run it here with Edmonds. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chase Edmonds as the first half is winding down. And the Cards will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point good by Prater. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Strebler. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it. So they took their shot. That was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there, and it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. On the return, Isabella. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 6. Mike 6. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
On the handoff, it's Edmonds. Jeff Okudah up from his quarterback spot to make the play.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Mike 6.
From the 38, Murray. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. Edmonds a first down and more. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and folks, this is not an accident. This is by design. They wanted to clear out the middle of the field, and then if no one's open, they've got a safety valve they can just dump it down to, and he's got all sorts of space to roam there, and he turns it into a really big play.
And the next-gen stats tell us he took it half the length of the football field, 50 yards after the catch. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Now Strebler. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Christian Kirksey able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
Watch the run, watch the run. Hey.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Shotgun now from Murray. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Streveler's throw complete there to St. Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Murray now on 1st down. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He's going to look deep for more, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Prater for the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd down and 3. Off the play fake, it's Strebler. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Strebler to throw on 1st down. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now they go play action now. Here's Strebler. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
You just watch 88 over there. Just watch.
Strebler sets to throw on 1st and 10. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd and 10, it's Strebler. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. Get him, get him, get him. Check smash, check smash. 58 is the Mike. Buffalo 18. Check, 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 check. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
They'll run with Swift. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They run high, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Carlos Hyde, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Lions 14. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's 2nd and 8.
Murray now running right on the option. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Murray now to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 15. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. On 1st down, it's Strebler. Flush to his right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Back to the air, it's Strebler. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, Strebler. He'll get this off to Swift. And he'll be out right at the 35. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll just get rid of it. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
From the gun is Strebler. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
He's checking. He's checking.
Here's Strebler. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 5. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. To throw is Strebler. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
Lions 21. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, Isabella. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the...
And my goodness, another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Back to throw it. Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Christian Kirksey in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. they think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass.
I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys about to mass up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on Rap a Lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's real Rap a Lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The line to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red Doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but didn't take a sin. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, and that's by dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bear in mind the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not rock with none aligned. My state of mind is to keep a peace of mind. I'm like Malcolm with my piece at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams in my unconscious mind. My dreams unrefined, spring to mind, a state of mind that make it seem this lucky life of mine is pre-designed. And if it is, then thank the Lord, cause that's the mastermind. Yes, Lord.